All right, what's up, guys? So I just want to do a quick little video on front splitters. Now I have two front splitters in front of me. One I purchased like last year that I got off eBay, and I think it was talked about in one thread. And the other one is a ZR edition front splitter that I got from a reseller on eBay. Now I'll go over both of them and talk about each one, give you my own thoughts and opinion on it. So let's just take a quick look here. So let's start off with the lower end one that I received that I picked up on eBay from I can't remember the name of the vendor, but it's cheap. It was the only reason why I bought it is because when I saw it on the advertisement on the car on the Corvette, it didn't look bad, and spending $100 for it, I was like, I'd be willing to throw that $100 away. Maybe I'm gonna like it, maybe I won't. And after I received it, uh, I'm not putting it on the car. Quite simply. I kind of knew I wasn't hoping for a whole hell of a lot anyway. As you can see, it doesn't look half bad because I actually wrapped it in what's called a 5D carbon fiber wrap, vinyl wrap. So that's just a wrap that's on top, and it doesn't look bad, to be honest with you. It's about as close as to carbon fiber looking as you're going to get with a vinyl. But it doesn't do anything. Like after I saw a couple other people post about it, because I think someone else had actually purchased it and put it on his car, and you get looking at it from different angles, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for me. It is cheaply made. It is cheap, and leave it for someone else. If you really want a splitter, save your money and purchase something else, something like this. Now let's talk about this one for a minute. Now, I haven't test fitted it on yet, and I haven't test fitted it on the car yet, so I don't know if it's going to need any work. Now, overall, it looks okay, but when I was inspecting it, it seems like this portion here is slightly lower than the other side. Now, I don't know that for sure until I actually put it on the car and eyeball it, and you actually get to see the measurements. Sorry, eyeballing it, you're not really going to know until it's actually on the car. For sure, this side here is lower than the other side. Now, that being said, no one's really going to see it. But, the amount of money you pay for these things, and I think this has come from Extreme Dimensions, who is one of the manufacturers for a lot of the companies, and they just they make it and then they just end up being resold to different companies for sale. Um, it could definitely probably be made better. There's no reason why the molds cannot be improved on, where you're not going to have these little type of inconsistencies, regardless if people are going to see it or not. Now, I'm sure this is like, I think it is Duraflex, so it is that hybrid of fiberglass and whatever the other composite is. At the end of the day, I'm going to mod this anyway. I'm going to make my own under tray for it, so it's going to be able to redirect air going into the rad and into the air filter. And also I'm gonna extend it out a little bit. Now, how much I don't know yet. So that'll be one of my little projects coming up. And I'm also gonna wrap it in same as that one. I'm gonna wrap it in carbon fiber vinyl. Painting it, I do a lot of HPDE events, so I think it's gonna get chewed up a little bit. So wrapping it, if I ever needed to, I could just rewrap it instead of having to repaint it every single time. So again, overall, it looks decent, um, but I won't know if I'm going to have any grapes until I actually try testing it on the car. So yeah. So again, going back, if anyone really is going to look at front splitters, um, I have a rear wing I have the extended rear spoiler. I have the extended rear spoiler from C7 Carbon, and that's the only part I have from them, but it's a nice piece. It actually looks decent. It looks like it's good quality. And when my body person paints it next week, I'm going to get their opinion on it as well. But I like the fact that they're on the forum. They go back and forth to say, hey, what do you guys want? and they look at improving on their products. And I think they make their product, I don't know if they make their products in-house or who they have. And they don't just go to someone like a big company who just manufactures, as much as they can and just resell them without that much quality control. Mind you, I don't have enough experience with a company such as C7 Carbon. Normally I deal with a lot with Corvette Creations, and Pete's been fairly good to me. I know he backs up his products and that sort of thing. But this isn't a plug for anyone. This is just my own personal views and opinion on these pieces. Just in case anyone's going to go in and purchase one, just know what you're expecting. When I actually first picked up this piece, I was surprised to find out that it was a composite. It was that Duraflex composite. For some reason, and it's my own fault because I didn't read the fine print, I was thinking more of it was like a uh, polypropylene or whatever it's called, or ABS plastic, like motorcycle fairings. You're gonna have to excuse my language. That's what I thought it was actually made of. I thought it was made of that type of composite where it would be durable, slightly flexible, and just easy to work with, and be usually those type of molds are much better than this type of like fiberglass, Duraflex, or whatever. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't know if I know enough about the process of how to make it and how that works. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to test it hopefully sometime next week. As you can see, the weather unfortunately is sucky right now outside. It's raining, and yeah. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me, subscribe, shoot a PM, whatever, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys out. Cheers.